Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Chazon Ish, Emunah Mitochen, speaking about the error that people with the best of midos could make by not being skilled and knowledgeable in the world of halacha as well. And he explains, the truth is that Rabbi Yisrael Salanter already revealed this in the letter that we mentioned above. Even though that these people's intention is very worthy, their actions and their deeds are completely corrupt. Someone that has not toiled in halacha properly and gone into it at great depth, they will not know its value, nor the ways of halacha, and unfortunately, the main point of serving Hashem is going to be lacking from him. HaKadosh Baruch has commanded us to observe the details of halacha, and to love halacha. As we mentioned, halacha is the halicha. It's the way that we're able to go in this world and serve Hashem. And if you don't know halacha, if a person is lacking knowledge of the law, makana, what will he ever acquire? Just like it's impossible to observe and keep Shabbos properly without knowing all the laws, as the Chavetz Chaim writes in his Akdama, his introduction to the third chelik, the third portion of Mishnah Berurah, which is all about Shabbos. Someone who does not review the laws of Shabbos constantly, for sure they're going to be Mechal Shabbos. They will violate the Shabbos. So just like it's impossible that a person could keep Shabbos without knowing its laws, so too, you won't be able to refrain from eating forbidden foods unless you know what is asur and what is mutter, what you're allowed to eat and what you're not allowed to eat, which animals are kosher, which animals are not kosher, how shechita works, and if you don't have an animal without shechita, and taking out the blood and salting. And so if you don't know what is right and what is wrong, how will you know what you're allowed to eat? So too, it's impossible for a person to protect themselves from committing theft and robbery without learning the laws that relate between man and his fellow man. If you don't learn the laws of gezel, of stealing, of being mazik, of damaging, if you don't learn how business works and the like, you are for sure going to trample on the isurim, on the prohibitions of stealing and thievery and embezzling and the like all of the time. And there's no doubt, someone who doesn't learn and never tried to learn all these laws of the Torah, who goizel v'choimes, he will steal and rob al kol sha'al mibli mesim, at every step without even realizing what he is doing. So what are your perfect midos going to help you? As you misyar b'hem, and the person is becoming so full of his pride. I have such good midos. I'm such a tzaddik of a person. I learn a lot of mussar. I work on myself. You'll never see me get angry. When his palms are soiled with constant theft and incessant robbery, so this guy feels so proud of himself that he has the most wonderful meat. Everybody sees him, oh, he's such a Baal Midos. He's a Ganov. He's eating food that might not be kosher. He's not keeping Shabbos in the right way. Why? Because he spent so much time just perfecting his character. He didn't invest the proper amount of energy and time and mind abilities to understand what is the halacha, to live his life like a real halachic Jew. And this is something that we need to work on. We need to make sure that we carve away time for ourselves in the day to be able to learn halacha, so we can keep the Torah and the mitzvahs in the proper way. All the best.